follow the messages on screen. The waiting period eventually information becomes available. This station now
Welcome to the Casual Preppers Podcast. Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers Podcast, the only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment. We are your hosts, Cameron and Kobe, and we are ready to bring survival goodness direct to your dirty little ear holes.
Maybe they're not dirty.
Yeah, you're right up in there, Cameron. Make that mic your girlfriend.
Get it up
There it
in
is.
Okay.
I like it.
In
Hey,
there.
what are we doing today, buddy?
Well, we got a podcast we're going to
Yeah,
do
we're gonna-
probably and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some cool reviews, which we're going to give you some of that, which you
Yeah.
guys don't like probably, so you're going to wait till the end. And then I think this is a pretty exciting podcast because I say
Sure.
that every time.
I think you do. Yeah.
So I'm going to say it again.
Let's not break tradition.
Yeah. No, this one is kind of far-fetched. I like it because
It's not. It could
but
be,
it's
but it's
realistic.
not. It's like out there, but it's not.
It's a little less likely for us casual preppers.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's cool. We're going to talk about some bunkers.
yeah. We're bunker buddies today.
I wish I had a bunker.
Yeah.
If you have a bunker, that's awesome, and I'm jealous.
Uh-huh.
But we're going to talk to you about how you can get going on a bunker.
Yeah.
Either make your own, which is going to be super hard,
Yeah.
or buy your own,
Yeah.
or maybe you have a lot of money, you can buy a super nice one that's already there.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
That's what we're doing.
it. Bunkers.
First, though, today's podcast is brought to you by TacPack, the only monthly tactical subscription box with useful professional-grade stuff inside. Get 10% off your first TacPack with code CasualPreppers at TacPack.com and join the thousands of satisfied subscribers today. That's 10% off with code CasualPreppers at TacPack.com.
TacPack.
Yeah. You know, if you haven't taken advantage of our promo code there, I went blank.
Casual preppers.
Do it, all right?
Get 10% off.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
Listener reviews starts now.
it's listener reviews right
yeah,
now.
speaking of that, you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So this one comes straight from Zach Word.
On the
What's up, Word?
I think this
Hey,
is the
Word.
Facebook. I
Okay.
think. Is it?
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah.
So he reviewed our podcast and says, I love the show, not because of the information or anything like that. It gives me hope to know if these two can survive, surely I can too.
See, I don't know.
I don't know, is this a compliment? Or
Yeah,
is
this is a
being butthole?
backhanded compliment, I think
Yeah.
is what it is.
Seriously, though, someday when I'm digging up the neighbor's water sprinkler with my hook hand, I hope y'all will have my 6 watching out for countermeasures.
Yeah.
So this guy knows
Yeah.
the podcast.
He understands what's
Little
going on.
dickish, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
That was kind of a dick move, but we're going to read it anyways. And thanks. If you guys want to be a part of this, go to iTunes, go to Facebook, go to the Kindle book on Amazon, leave us a 5-star review, and make it awesome.
Social media shout out.
Hey, I wonder if that was the dude that said he just got off driving his D11. Because look at the picture. Isn't that a cat?
I don't
Isn't that
know,
a big
dude.
old bulldozer? in
Could
there?
be. Maybe that was. He was just on our live stream.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Social media shout out. I want to do something a little bit different today. We have something to review. It's called the Tactikey, right? Me and Cameron have been playing with them a little bit. So we're going to actually do a social media shout out and a review all in one.
cool,
What do
yeah.
you think about that, Cameron?
Let's do it.
So at Tactikey, you can find them on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook. They're kind of all over the place. But they have a cool little product. Why don't you tell them about it, Cameron?
Yes. This little product is... so it goes over the top of your key.
Yeah.
And it's also used as a defense mechanism.
Yeah, okay, it's $10 for this little deal, and it doesn't really look like it's anything. But what it is it fits right between your fingers when you
Yeah.
make a fist,
Yeah.
and when you go punch some douchebag in the face, they're gonna get keys to the eyes,
Yeah.
bro.
And it's going to protect your hand.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
So have you've seen those like tactical defense things where you can put your keys through each
Yeah.
finger. This is kind of the same deal, but it's way more comfortable
Yeah,
and way safer for you.
exactly.
You punch faces all day long.
So if you want to try them out, go check them out at Tactikey on Instagram. They're like $10, man. It's kind of just a nice little self-defense
Yep.
product that you can get for cheap, and it doesn't look
No,
like,
this is
like
now
you're carrying something crazy.
on the bug out vehicle keys as
Yeah.
we speak.
Fantastic,
Yeah,
man.
it's way fantastic.
So go check them out.
It's a mad, mad world.
So,
Man,
Cameron, I read this article today.
I saw that
Did you see
little
that?
bit of what it said.
It's pretty
but
interesting.
I was interested.
So basically there's these scientists that said they wrote this paper saying, we all know that, or we all hope that sometime in the near future we're going to get some, signal from space, like aliens or something. They're going to try and contact us, right? But what they warn of is very bad. They're
What is
warning
going to
us.
happen?
They think if it does happen, basically it's going to be like malware, and
The
it's
aliens are gonna.
the aliens are going to infect the world with malware.
I
That's what
believe
they're
it.
saying. So it's basically like, hey, click on this titty pic, and some dude at NORAD clicks on it, and then the entire grid goes down.
Wait, what is it?
Alien titties? What? I'll click on that.
From Mars? Okay.
And yeah, so what they're warning of is we got to be careful. You can't just like take that signal.
NASA astronauts nude. NASA.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it? Oh.
Oh, dang. Just ended the world. It's too bad.
Well,
So,
that's
kinda funny.
is something I've never heard of.
I haven't either.
That's pretty that's reaching out there a bit.
That's a mad world if I've ever
That-
heard of one.
Oh man, that comes from our world. That's good.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what I had.
Well, my man world's a little more realistic. So you heard about that Russian spy that
Yeah.
was poisoned with the nerve gas in the
It
UK.
sounds like a Russia, or like a spy novel.
It
or
does.
something, man.
It totally sounds like a Tom Clancy thing
Yeah.
or something. But yeah, so this ex-Russian spy, he was in the UK. He and his daughter, right?
Yeah.
They got
I think it was his
freaking
daughter.
gassed or exposed to a chemical that's only found exclusively in Russia. So kind of leaves you.
Yeah.
Well, they're from Russia. They were former spy, and it's Russian
Yeah.
chemical. It's pretty, safe to say this came from Russia.
Right.
So Russia, no, we didn't do it. Nope, sorry.
So didn't they found him like half? Did they die?
They were like all slumped over,
Yeah.
like on a
a
park,
park
bench.
bench or something,
Yeah.
right? God, that's such like a
And
spy
another
novel.
drunk Russian. And
No.
then realized,
Yeah.
man, these guys look poisoned.
Yeah, man.
But anyways, the stuff that's happened since then, it's like, the UK got all pissed off and basically kicked out. What they sent 23 Russian diplomats. Bye.
See you later.
Get out of here.
Get out, man.
And it angered Russia, and they said that they would retaliate,
Oh yeah.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
So, I mean, kind of looking again like Cold War stuff again.
Yeah.
Russia's hating everybody, and everybody's hating Russia. But I guess it hasn't really changed.
Hey, the 1980s called. They want their foreign policy back.
Yeah. So, other measures taken against Russia include increased checks on private flights, customs, and freight. Oh, you're Russian. We're going to stick fingers in your butthole.
Yeah, take that.
That sucks. And then freezing Russian state assets. Ooh, dang.
They froze my assets. Damn it.
Suspension of all planned high-level bilateral contacts, whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
And then World Cup boycott
No.
by ministers. Dang.
That's not good.
How the freak did Russia end up having Sochi Olympics not too long ago?
And then the World Cup.
I'm like, cow, who wants to go there?
I don't know, man. Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
Does Russia even play soccer?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of them over there. Somebody's playing soccer. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
Yep. So anyway, yeah, UK does not
Mm.
like Russia, and Russia
Does
doesn't
not
care.
like UK. Yeah, the world is mad.
Everybody hates everybody.
Y'all. All right. Today's podcast, we're talking bunkers.
Brought to
man.
you by-
This is a big deal. I feel like when we started this podcast, I'm like, we're gonna get to an episode where we're talking about bunkers. It's gonna be crazy.
Right.
And here we are.
So bunkers is one of those things that makes preppers look ridiculous.
Yeah, it
that's
really
the
does.
big
Sometimes it
standout.
does.
Like, oh, they're bunker building.
Yeah.
Freaks. So it's
Yes.
kind of that extreme prepper.
Yes.
Stereotype. Which,
But
screw it, I want one.
I know, like they can be very, very useful, and they
Super
can
useful.
they can save your life.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even care like what people would think. If I could build one or afford one,
Yeah.
I would have one in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
And I would make it into a man cave.
And then we would do the podcast in the bunker.
oh, that'd be so amazing.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
So bunkers. There's lots of usefulness, and there's a lot of reasons why to build them. A lot of people have back in the Midwest they have quasi bunkers like storm shelters and stuff, right? So they're fantastic for tornadoes, in hurricanes, I guess, depending on the flooding and stuff. That's the thing with bunkers. If there's going to be flooding, you got to be careful. But especially good for tornadoes and things like that. Also, for nuclear fallout, bomb shelters. I mean, obviously, back in the 50s, these things got huge in the United States and around the world. People were building them like crazy,
I wish I could stumble onto one.
I
What's
know.
this?
Oh, my house. I just bought a house
so
from the 50s
amazing.
that has a bunker.
Oh, man.
It'd be like the greatest thing in the world,
It would.
man. Actually, this the other day is pretty funny. I watched a Twilight Zone where this guy built a bunker in his house, and all of his neighbors were making fun of him, and they're at like this dinner party, and then over the thing, the emergency broadcast comes on, there's missiles coming, so everybody's freaking out, and he's going into his bunker, and then they want in. It was crazy anyways.
That sounds
it was
cool.
It was a
I
good
wanna watch
Twilight
it.
Zone. Yeah, it was a good one. But so let's talk about what the pros are for these to have a bunker. The number one thing is yeah.
Cons, none.
Yeah, no, there are some cons, I
There are,
guess,
yeah.
but they're discreet. Most of the time, if you have a bunker, nobody knows about it unless you're broadcasting it, right? Unless you're doing a podcast, and say, "Hey, I got a bunker out in my backyard or under my house." You can walk right up on it. You won't even know it's there.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you know what I mean. People find them in their house all the time. They've lived in for years, just like underneath some weird trapdoor that they've never seen. You know what I mean? If you go on YouTube, you can see
I
like
can't
a lot of
believe
those.
how many of those little. I
Yeah.
mean, and then we always talk about having your food supply, secure in your
Yep.
basement. If you have that perfect bug out location not too far from home, and
Exactly.
it's like a bunker, man,
Or if it's under your house, it's right there.
that would be the best.
You
but-
know what I mean? It's crazy. You can quickly and easily get hidden into your bunker, and you can have all your supplies in there, and you're set.
Yeah.
Right? If you have the right setup. So that, I mean,
Easy to defend,
I know. I so
and if
wish.
anybody even finds it, oh, it's amazing.
Another thing is they usually have low energy costs because they're underground, so you don't really have to heat
Heating,
it or
yeah,
cool it.
It's all set.
It's usually just like a nice 60 degrees all the time. Welcome to Bunkertown. 60 degrees and sunny. Actually, it's not sunny. Incandescent
sunny.
light all the time. So it's really easy to maintain that constant temperature, so you don't have to worry about, that's a nice thing. Bulletproof.
Really nice thing.
You really usually don't have to worry about bullets whizzing through windows because you usually don't have a window.
No.
Right? You just, depending on what your entrance looks like. Obviously, they're great for storms. We talked about that. Fallout protection is a big thing. Like we said, they got huge in the 50s. They're great for fallout protection, but they're also really good for blast protection too. If you know that a bomb's coming, there's going to be a blast, get in there, you're good to go.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? I bet you those kids out in Hiroshima wish they would have had a bunker instead of getting
Yeah, it would hard.
four guys.
It's also excellent food storage location.
It is, yeah.
Nice.
It is. It's
And
perfect for
cool.
storing food. Yeah,
Lasts
it can
longer.
get damp, I guess, sometimes, but you just gotta maintain.
Damp.
Yeah, moist.
It's moist and damp in there.
Moist and damp in there. But there are some cons to bunkers. One of those being light. There's no natural light usually, depending on what it looks like. So usually you don't have any windows, so you're gonna have to somehow produce artificial light like pretty much all the time, unless you're sleeping.
Yep.
Obviously, you can turn off the light.
Better have your vitamin D supplements.
Mm-hmm. Another con to it is visibility, and this is actually outside. What's going on outside?
Yeah.
You only have one vantage point, whatever that door is or something. And sometimes you don't even have any point to look out there unless
Periscope.
you have.
Or a security system that
Yeah.
still has electricity.
That's the thing. Unless you have like a video monitoring system that's built into outside, you're really not going to know anything other than probably what's on the radio. You don't know
Yeah.
what's going on out
Yeah.
there. I mean, just remember Blast from the Past, the movie.
comes out and it's
Comes
thought
out.
it's still the 50s. Or-
Yeah, and they were under there forever, and they didn't need to be.
It's dummy.
Yes, idiots. But what do you do? Defensive posture. We talked about it. It's actually good defensively, but it also can be bad because you only have one exit usually and one entrance.
Yeah, that's typically
So
how they are.
if that
all set
entrance
up.
gets blocked or something, you're done. You know what I mean? They're just gonna get you because you can't get
Yeah.
out, or they can't. You
I
know
think
what I mean?
for not being so claustrophobic in there, I would have some kind of exit.
An alternate
even if
exit.
it was a simple, just a chute and
Yeah.
and it's covered in dirt, like
Yeah.
something you'd never access unless you had to punch your way out.
Yeah.
But because that would be kind of concerning.
Yeah,
You're sitting there with the blowtorch shooting down your. Oh,
What do I
can't get out.
Yeah.
Or if you get a fire that breaks out near the entrance, well, we're
Yeah.
gonna die.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done. Another problem with them sometimes long-term sustainability. Being able to stay under there for a long time. It's tough to grow food. Unless you have artificial light and you have aquaponics or like crazy stuff going on. It's not easy, but
There's
you
a lot
can't.
of space for it.
Yeah.
All the stuff that you wish you could.
Raising animals is pretty tough in a bunker.
Yeah.
I don't really know if you can there.
Freaking hamster pen's gonna get out of control.
Yeah, I know. I got like 4 sheep in my bunker.
I'm running out of guinea pig space.
Yeah. Lamb chops taste good though. Unless you actually leave the bunker, you can't hunt, you can't gather, you can't
Yeah.
scavenge. You're there with what you have,
Right.
And
Depression, anxiety would set in pretty hardcore.
it'd be so hard. Yeah, that would be really tough.
'Cause you really just don't know what's going on.
No.
And kids are loud and echoing in there.
Yeah. Well, then it comes back to, how do you keep those lights on all the time? How do you
Exactly.
power the bunker for a really long time? You
Yeah.
have to have
You'd have to have a strict plan
Yeah.
of like conserving energy and
exactly.
ugh.
And like my last point is they're complex. They're really hard for a long-term setup to make work. You know what I mean? You have
Yeah.
to have like some sort of solar with batteries that
Right.
are and you have to have ventilation and all these different things to make everything work. And if something fails, it's really tough to fix. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not going to be easy. So those are kind of the pros and cons of bunker living, bunker life.
Bunker living.
Hashtag bunker life.
Surprised that's not a show.
I
The
know.
Bunker Family.
Yeah, A&E. Welcome to the bunker life.
So,
Iced tea, or who's it? Vanilla ice, bunker life.
Bunker Life. So, bunker types and styles. So, first of all, I just wanted to bring up the pre-made bunkers. So
Yeah.
there is some extremely cool but very expensive pre-made bunkers, and these they're already set up with an air filtration system, water storage. It's all in the plan, and you can actually just buy it like that. And all you have to stick in there is some foam mattresses, and you're done.
Your
like
shelf.
everything else is like made.
Yeah.
So just a few of them. Survive a Storm, I think, has the coolest kind of easy to see, floor plans and stuff.
Yeah.
They range from like 20,000 for a real basic like 6 man. I think it's a 6 man. Pretty decent size, and these are all completely. They include the filtration system, and it's like high tech, and it describes
Wow.
what exactly you're getting. I mean, you're getting excellent stuff that's pre-built.
Do they
and-
come and install them for that price?
No,
They
that's
don't.
the only thing about them is the installation and the shipping is not included.
Ah,
So that's probably another 10 grand.
sure, yeah.
Risingbunkers.com. So that was surviveastorm.com. This is Rising Bumpers. You don't look up that. That might give you something you don't want.
Yeah, or you do want. Who knows?
I already have that in my browser.
Alien titties. Let's click on this.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Grid's going down.
Neptune's going to take us down.
Yeah.
Risingbunkers.com. So they have a bunch of different layouts. They start about 45,000 and up. I mean, they get crazy how expensive some of these can be. They're fully customizable steel, and they're delivered. And I think it's awesome that they're guaranteed. I just think stuff goes,
Guaranteed.
shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really like this. Can I exchange it?
I felt like the Marauders were way too close for comfort getting in.
That one entrance really wasn't sealed well,
Yeah.
and I lost half my family.
Exactly.
That fire that broke out on the one end, you guys didn't tell me about that.
You didn't tell me that shit was
So-
flammable.
But anyways, they do have a guarantee, which is pretty nice. AtlasSurvivalShelters.com. Theirs are around 20,000. They're a little more, I think, more affordable.
Yeah.
But I think their structure and the way that they're built are a little more generic. I'm not a particular fan of like.
This bunker's a little generic. I don't know.
I paid 20,000. Why is this stuff plastic?
I really felt like I should have some wallpaper or something for this price.
The water filter's just a Brita. Just like one can of water. What it
It's
is?
a bandana. You pour the water
There's
through.
2 sheets lined up, and you just pour water through it. Air filtration's just you put your head in the sheet.
There's like
Stick
a
your head
tube
up in here.
There's a tube on the top. Connect this to neighbor's sprinkler.
Yes, this is instant water.
Yes.
So but they have like the tube structure ones. They kind of look like the metal roofing on like farm buildings and stuff, but they're round. So the pipe shaped type of bunkers. There's pros and cons of those. I'll get into that, but I don't particularly like those as much.
You don't?
There's some nice ways of hiding stuff underneath. You get a floor, and then the
you
other
have that
half,
space
you got
underneath.
that space that's kind of a storage space, but a lot more cramped, and I just don't think it's as welcoming. Welcome to my bunker.
It's not as welcoming as the other
atmosphere
bunkers.
and ambiance is not what you would want.
Yeah. it's
Anyway,
not good.
and they have other metal style ones. I just broke my hand right there. The other site. These are some of the bigger sites. There's a ton out there. The other one is ultimatebunker.com.
Ultimate bunker / bunkers.
Ultimate Bunker. You can customize, and they'll actually draw up a plan. So I could send a little church drawing to them, and they'd be like, we can get this done for you.
Yeah, you got to go check out Instagram or Facebook. We put Cam's church bunker doodle.
I drew one up really good.
Bunker doodle. I want to see your guys' bunker
Didn't get
doodles.
anything out of church, but I got a nice
That's right.
thing drawn up.
You guys ought to send us your bunker doodles.
Yeah, we talked about
Hashtag
having you
bunker
guys
doodle.
Send us your drawings of your bunker plan.
Yeah.
Some funny stuff.
And
on
maybe
there.
we'll give a prize to the best one.
Yep. Yeah, we could do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
But these guys, they will customize your bunker, draw it up for you. They will also include in the price, send a contractor out to make sure it's all set in place right. And then, it's shipped for free. Well, part of the cost too. So it's all included. So kind of cool that they have it all built, ready.
I think
to
we
go.
could do that. I think we could draw bunkers.
Oh, yeah. I think
You know what I mean?
We should contract people.
We should. Totally should.
So, yeah, those are some, if you got the money and you just want to get it done and use these websites. They're
Absolutely.
awesome. So when it comes to building your own bunker, I did use a lot of ideas from skilledsurvival.com. They have a sweet article that has underground survival bunker plans. But when it comes to getting this set, it takes an enormous amount of planning, a lot of money, and a lot of resources.
So we need more than just the church doodle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. To be able to plot your space and know your water level and make sure you don't hit into, freaking gas pockets or find Mysterium bowls from the Mysterium era.
It's a Mysterium bowl from the Mysterian area. Don't you ever watch Jeopardy?
If anybody knows what that is, that'd be cool because that's cool.
Yeah, sure is.
But yeah, you don't want to dig into Indian burials and dinosaur bones. You got to be careful.
Yep.
You can't just start digging.
You
strike
can't.
oil. You ruined your bunker.
Yep.
But like here, where we live, there's a lot of those pockets of like poisonous gas, radon and all that crap. So
Yep.
you got to think about it.
You do.
You don't want to die in your bunker.
You don't. You
Pour all that
absolutely don't.
cement. So when first thing you got to think about is one, you're underground. You need to have a good air filtration system.
Yeah.
So there's a nuclear biohazard and chemical filtration system. They have some really fancy deals. But you got to plan for, having filters to change out and all that stuff. You got to buy all that to have, who knows how long you're going to be down there. And if your filter craps out, that sucks.
No bueno.
No. Stinky human dust. It's going to be filling up your bunker. There's no filtration.
I'm allergic to human dust.
Honey, why don't you run out to the Home Depot, and get us some more filters?
Yeah, human dust filter, please. Human dust rated.
Could you, I wanted to filter out all the kid dust.
Yeah. Disgusting pricks.
And then it comes to water. You got to think about what tank to put down in there. It's got to be, safe from, you don't want any chemical seeping in through the dirt into your tank. If it's inside your bunker, it's going to take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Ideally, if you had a nearby water source, you could tap into that.
A spring of some sort.
Yeah. But if you're digging that deep already, you can consider digging a well, and that's the best setup.
Yeah.
Because the well's already there.
No doubt. You might as well.
And then the other thing is, you could rely on rainwater and stuff, but if it's nuclear fallout, you really don't want to drink.
You don't want to drink. Why is this rainwater green?
Why am I growing a tooth out of my chin?
Well, It's kind of nice for cracking eggs
This
and stuff.
mass on my neck is getting bigger, but this water's delicious.
Is this a goiter? What is this?
Then you got your food to think about. You want the non-perishable stuff. It takes up a lot of space as well.
Yeah.
The good thing that we were talking about with bunkers is it's a nice 60 degrees.
Welcome to Bunkerville. Every time.
Has such a nice, it's a nice place to keep your goodies nice and cool.
Yes.
The other thing is you could set up is it a root cellar?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, you could learn how to grow
just like
down
off
there.
of the bunker type thing.
Or underneath, yeah. something
Yeah.
like that. So there's ways to, have replenishable food or, non-perishable. So you got to think about the space all that occupies and stuff. That's why it's kind of nice with those pre-built ones. I mean, they figured that all out for you and where to keep it out of the way. So yeah, you're nice and comfy.
Yes, sir.
Then you go with the generator. You need some energy, and that's the complicated issue. You go with gas-powered or propane, whatever, you're going to have...
It's not going to work.
You got fuel issues.
Yeah.
It's limited. It's got exhaust, carbon monoxide issues. The other is electric. It's electric,
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
which is an awesome setup because, you don't have any gas to deal with. But where does that power come from?
I
If
don't
it's
know.
solar, that's awesome. But who knows what's going on up above?
Yeah.
Riders are just going to bust the piss out of your solar panels.
They might, yeah.
Or take them.
Unless you got them hidden somewhere.
Maybe they're up in a tree.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe on top of your house already, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So solar would be the most ideal, but the panels are going to be susceptible to damage, theft, or whatever.
What did John Goodman do in 10 Cloverfield Lane?
That's
Do you
a good
remember?
question. What was his
I don't
power
remember.
source?
It was a good movie though. It was a great bunker movie.
I want to say it was
It
was fuel.
If you haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, go check it out because
that's the
really
ultimate
cool.
bunker.
It's a cool bunker.
Like, see how living in a bunker would be.
Yeah, it has like multiple rooms. Man, it's crazy.
That one is crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's the best film
Mostly
of like showing
VHS
really how-
tapes and whatnot.
Yeah, he did.
I have a collection of VHS tapes.
So, but yeah, they where was I at? What was I talking about? You screwed me up.
You're talking about bunkers.
Generators. Really, the best thing to think about is having the power that's like hand cranked on everything.
Yeah.
Like those NBC filtration systems, you can actually have them set up for a hand crank.
Wow.
Well, for us
You
to
be
breathe,
cranking.
be cranking all day.
You
Don't
gotta
breathe.
You got to get one of those bike setups.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Get exercise and energy.
2 birds, 1 stone.
So think about it.
Think about
Use
it.
your dumb brain.
Yeah, idiots.
So manpower for a lot of things. You can use it to power some
Or
lights.
woman power.
Or
Either or.
women, children power.
Hamster power. Gerbils.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to have a donkey in there. Maybe running a turbine.
What's this room for in the bunker? That's the donkey pen.
Don't go in there. He's running a turbine.
He's creating power.
You think these lights are free? No.
Idiot, they're not.
And then
Got the donkey
then you
for
got
that.
fertilizer for your root cellar.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Plus, you got a buddy.
I don't want to
bunker
think of
buddy.
everything for you guys. You need to think up your own stuff.
Yeah, guys, we don't have all the time in the world here.
So, anyway, having hand cranks on the water tanks and on
Yeah.
your air filtration, all that stuff. I think isolating the power, if you're using gas or electric to the lower demanding stuff,
Yeah.
like your lights, if you can somehow switch the things off that you don't need.
I think wind power would probably be a good idea. Have a
That's a
windmill
good
above
idea.
it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Can't
'Cause-
tear those down real easy.
Well, you can, but I mean,
No, I mean,
it's less. I guess it's not. It's pretty visible.
pretty
but
much wind is always going to be there.
You pretty
Wind
much.
sucks
Yeah,
most of the time.
wind does. Well, here it definitely sucks, man. I swear we have wind all the time.
It is. As soon as it gets nice.
But even in a nuclear winter, there's gonna be wind. You know what I mean?
There is.
There might not be sun, but there probably be wind.
That's true. Wind is a good idea. It's a really
Just an
good
idea. I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying that hard to
I
think.
mean, these things just come to me.
yeah,
So anyway, generator power. You gotta think about power.
sir. Yeah.
Entertainment options: movies, games, game
Donkeys.
movies, movie games, books, board games,
Yes.
Game Boys, handheld devices, iPads, anything
You got to
to
power
occupy.
all those things, man.
You got to you can hand crank charge them. Remember,
Cards.
hand crank charge them.
Yeah, I think the donkey's good enough
That's true.
because you could
Just
ride
watch
him.
a donkey,
You could watch the donkey. You could ride the donkey.
tease him.
You could, yeah. But do you really want to tease him down in that confined space? You piss off a donkey. You know,
Come on, come on, look at that.
what are you gonna do, idiot?
Watch him. We'll poke him in the eye.
Get one of those zappers, you know. We do not condone animal
Close
cruelty.
all your breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pissed him off good. So yeah, you got to have a lot of entertainment because you're gonna go nuts. I would.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, man. You
probably
won't.
yeah.
And then weapons, ammo. You want to have a good setup for that for people trying to break in. You know, maybe there's going to be a mutiny within your group. You're going to want to kill someone in there. I don't know.
You got to have that acid that eats people away.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? You got to have that.
You got to have the one guy that carries the pistol that
yeah.
shouldn't carry the pistol.
Exactly.
To make things dramatic.
Uh-huh.
And have a good safe place to, have that not just out in the open. You don't want your gun sitting around.
It's like you don't want it just right next to the door, just like hanging out.
Who was somebody commented in our thing? It's like, guns near the jail? What's that all about?
Guns near the jail. I like my chances. That's what he said.
He's already said.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I like my chances.
So anyway, these are all things to go into before you even have the bunker set. It's like, how is your plan going to be
Before?
set up? Yeah,
This is
before.
way too much work.
Like,
This is
first things
way too
first.
much work, bro.
Where am I going to put all the stuff that's going to keep me alive?
Yeah.
Then it gets down to building the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, I just want to talk about materials. So you can build
Material girl.
you can build your bunker out of a lot of different things. Let's go with wood first.
Wood
Bad
bunker.
idea.
Bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Rots, bugs, fire,
Mm.
but it's probably cheap.
probably.
But it's very flammable.
It is very flammable. Don't soak it in gasoline.
And if
before
you plan
you
on
build it
having the
either.
bunker a long time, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but if this is just a short-term bunker you
But I
need for the
thought
next
that
few
was
weeks,
funny that was even in there. So metal is an excellent choice. The only downsides to metal is that some metal, if you don't bury it deep enough, you don't have radiation protection like you would with cement.
oh yeah.
And
And you want radiation protection.
you do.
You do.
You do.
It's a plus.
So the nice thing with the metal is it's better shapeable, malleable metal.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you can you got a lot more flexibility with your design. is
Sure,
what I'm trying
yeah.
to say. So some people get creative and they just use like train cars, reinforce them and bury them. So I mean,
Okay.
maybe you want to do that. I don't know.
I'm not that creative,
I'm
apparently.
not either. Or you can buy a shipping crate.
Yeah, shipping crates, big deal lately.
Yeah, so the only problem with steel is that it's not as it's not that you don't get as much protection from radiation. You actually have to bury your train cart or whatever you want to be, or your pre-built steel thingy thing,
Yeah. Thing.
8 to 10 feet deep, which is a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, that's a long
That's
ways.
super deep.
Yeah.
So you got to dig a bigger hole, and nobody wants a big hole.
Nah. You want that nice tight hole.
Me too. So really, the best overall thing is reinforced concrete.
Okay.
The Germans loved it in World War II.
They did.
Super durable.
Yep.
Take on some shells from
Yeah.
Navy and everything.
Unless you get them bunker busters.
Yeah, those. Yeah. But reinforced concrete is good because it's very dense, thermal resistant. So you got a better regulated temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And sound attenuation is reduced as well, so it's not so echoey.
Yeah.
Can't hear stuff up above, nobody can hear you below.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so you just pour as much cement as to your heart's desire.
Yeah.
But that's costly too. But it actually is overall cheaper to use concrete. So yeah, there's how you build your own bunker. I mean,
Dang.
it's pretty much laid out for you. I don't know why you can't just do one.
Yeah, now you can go do
this
it
weekend.
now. I mean, Saturday's free. Just
Yeah.
go do it.
Go-
You know what I
Go
mean?
downtown and get you, a bulldozer and excavator, whatever you need.
Yeah.
and just start digging.
Backhoe, track hoe.
And then you can just pour whatever amount of cement you want down in that hole.
Yeah, I like it.
yeah.
So now that we've talked about building your own bunker, I want to talk about some of the insane bunkers that the government actually has. And some of this stuff is freaking insane. Some of these you may have heard of, some of them you may have not, but they're fun to talk about either way.
cool.
The first one is Greenbrier. Have you ever heard of Greenbrier? Because
No.
this is
Sounds cool.
crazy. So Project Greek Island, that's what it was called, was a covert agreement between the U.S. government and Greenbrier Resort. So this is a resort in West Virginia. Back in the 50s, they were getting ready to do this big addition to their hotel, and the government said, hey, look, I got a deal for you. Let us do this addition, but as we're doing it, we're going to build this big-ass bunker underneath.
No kidding.
Yeah, so they built the addition for them, but at the same time, they built a government bunker.
Oh, really?
Underneath
So the
it.
addition was just a normal hotel.
It was, yeah.
But they had the bunker.
But at the
on
same
there.
time, under the guise of this, they built this huge bunker.
That's awesome.
So the hotel was to serve as the government continuity destination for the legislative branch.
Wow.
Right?
So your suites are all taken up. What about your bunker?
You got a bunker?
You got a
for
bunker
me?
room
Yeah.
for me?
You got something I can stay in a bunker?
I want the room with the air filters
Yeah.
and the guns.
So the Greenbrier's sheer size could accommodate the 2 auditoriums within the bunker, which held 470 people and 130 people respectively. So this was for the Congress and the Senate,
Really?
right?
It was for all of them.
Yeah, so they had auditoriums that they could all meet in.
They would just murder themselves down in there.
I know, they totally would, yeah. So despite how big this sucker was, for 30 years, no one had any idea that it was even there. No one had any clue. So from the 50s to the 80s, not a freaking clue that it was there. So this had sleeping quarters, a medical facility, advanced air filtration system, like we've talked about. You have to have that. A broadcast center. It had concrete doors that were 1 meter thick, so it's about 3 feet thick.
Dang.
To get down into that sucker. So it was maintained and staffed by government employees who posed as a television specialists from a fictitious company. The company didn't exist, but they were there every day.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that insane?
That is insane.
It was eventually exposed by a major national newspaper article that decommissioned it. So after that, they had to decommission it, and they didn't use it anymore.
Now what do they do? Is it just...
It's just sitting there. I think you can actually go through and
sweet.
check it out. I know. So the top Democrat and the top Republican in each branch of Congress got their own suites
Are you
in
kidding
there.
me?
Yeah, they had their own suites, though with twin beds and a bathtub.
Which were together in bunk beds.
Yeah, they probably.
We want you guys to sleep together. Figure this out.
Yeah. So they had a clinic, an intensive care unit, medical and dental operating rooms, a lab, and a pharmacy, and they were stocked with medications all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, it's freaking insane. So to maintain communications with their constituents who would not, who wouldn't be in there, but they'd need reassurance what was going on. They had a TV production room and multiple radio booths down in there, so they could broadcast
From
radio waves over the radio waves or over TV if they needed to.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, freaking insane. They also had 3 25,000-gallon water storage tanks and a purification system for those tanks, as well as 3 14,000-gallon diesel fuel tanks.
Man, they were worried back then.
Yeah, dude, seriously. So
Amazing. Never heard of that.
pretty insane. It was stocked all the time with MREs and C rations and all those types of things. So it was ready to roll.
Imagine
at
the
all
pharmacist. You're...
times. I know. I don't know if they actually had a pharmacist on staff all the time.
Wow, man. Is somebody going to get some
Didn't
prescriptions?
fill
or
any
what?
prescriptions today.
Here's your bag.
Yeah.
That wasn't out yet.
It wasn't even out, yeah. So the next one is Raven Rock. A lot of people have heard of this one.
Raven
This one
Rock.
is nestled in at the Raven
Yeah,
Rock
I've heard
Mountain near Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania. It's a military installation that's basically the Pentagon's relocation center for an emergency. This is where the Pentagon's going to go if shiz starts going down, right? So this is inside the mountain, 265,000 square feet.
Wow.
650 feet beneath the summit of Raven Rock Mountain.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Is that the one they always show in like the movies where they're driving into?
No,
it
I think that's
and-
NORAD.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's several of them have been shown in movies, but I don't know. This one, we'll talk about NORAD too, but
650 feet.
yeah, Raven Rock has living quarters, medical facility, dining facility, fitness center, barbershop, chapel, has a Starbucks and a
Of course it
convenience
does.
store.
Where's
yeah.
Walmart?
Yeah, and it has
Subway?
well, one of them does have Subway, actually, one of these we're going to talk about. It has underground reservoirs that hold millions of gallons of water,
Wow.
and it's designed
That's
to...
smart to do it that way.
Yeah, 3,000 people can go there in an emergency.
3,000 important, but not that
Not
important
us.
people.
Not us, for sure.
Yeah.
The next one is Mount Weather. This is the place where they took Dick Cheney on 9/11. See, it's really close.
Did they really?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's in really close proximity to the Capitol. It has 564 acres is the whole thing. I mean, 564 acres is huge, dude.
Wow.
So this is part of the COG Center, Continuity of Government Center. So that's why Dick Cheney was taken there. And FEMA and Department of Homeland Security is the one that runs this one. It was secret until TWA Flight 514 crashed there, or right near there in 1974. And that's when everybody found out that it was the bunker for the president at the time. It has office.
Now the bunker's Trump Tower.
Yeah, no. It has office and warehouse space, dormitory, training rooms, conference room, cafe, fully equipped fire department, ambulance, and FEMA firefighters. Some of this is just insane. Health units staffed by medical personnel, federal police, 24 hours, 7 days a week, a motor pool with a shuttle service, and local supply pickups. Yeah,
You want yourself a pickup?
Yeah, it's pretty insane. This is a place that they actually take art for preservation a lot of times.
Really?
Yeah, so they take it there via helicopter when there's a disaster. So there's a plan. If a disaster starts, this is where they'll take a bunch of that art from the galleries and stuff like that.
Got to remember the art.
Yeah. So this one's probably my favorite is NORAD. This is Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado. This is the one we saw on War Games. Remember the movie War Games?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one we're talking about here. So this was built in the 50s during the height of the Cold War. The government decided they need, a hardened command and control center because of the Soviets. And this was built Cheyenne Mountain because it's far enough from the coasts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Like dead center almost.
Yeah, and then it has ample rock above it for protection. And this had U.S. Strategic Command, U.S. Air Force Space
It's
Command.
got ample rock.
Ample rock. Ample rock.
I'm going to make sure this has ample rock before I move in.
Not Fraggle Rock, Ample Rock. U.S. Northcom. And anyways, it's all been moved since then. But there are 15 separate buildings inside the mountain, 1 mile inside from the opening and 2,000 feet down from the top of the mountain.
Holy crap.
That's a long
Freaking
ways, man.
Deeper than mines.
So the people that work there have to take a bus because it's just so far in there you can't just walk in.
That's insane.
The buildings are on 1,300 giant springs. So that way, and it's built 18 inches from the rock, so they move during an earthquake or a blast. It's freaking insane. There are two 23-ton blast doors inside the main tunnel that kind of protect the main office space. And during the Cold War, one door was always closed, so it was like an airlock type thing. You know what I mean? So it's freaking insane. They don't have any windows in any of the offices because all you would see is obviously a granite wall in there. But they do have a workout facility, a spin gym, a hospital, a chapel, convenience store.
Spin gym?
Yeah, I got a spin gym. There's 5 lakes inside the mountain. One lake is filled with diesel fuel. Yeah, and it's sealed behind a closed wall, so it's in a sealed environment. But it is a diesel fuel lake.
Oh my gosh!
I'm going fishing. All I do is get high. It's
Which
weird.
lake you swimming in? I got mixed up.
I got mixed up, and I smell funny. Yeah. So
My eyes are burned.
yeah, so the mountain actually gets its power from Colorado Springs. But if it couldn't get that, it could use the generators.
Why the hell's our power bill so high?
And the diesel fuel. The other 4 lakes are water. And so it's just like you would see like a regular reservoir, that you would see outside. One of it is used for drinking water and the other for industrial purposes. So one's just drinking water. So it's designed to withstand a nuclear blast, but it's also ready to handle EMPs. So it's actually like a huge Faraday cage, the whole
crazy.
place. Yep, there is an escape hatch that stretches 50 feet through the rock through the main tunnel. When the blast doors malfunctioned during an exercise in 1979, the NORAD commander had to take the emergency route to get to his next appointment. So take that. Has an oxygen system to prevent radiation infiltration, and it has its own
John
power plant.
Smith, NORAD commander.
NORAD commander. What do you do? I'm a NORAD commander.
I am the commander of NORAD.
Yeah. The last one I want to
Don't you
talk
see the
about.
patch?
Idiot.
It's the big mountain with
I-
ample rock above it.
Look at the ample rock.
Where do you think I work?
I get a 15% discount on all subs. Says right there.
It's just a patch with like a big long tunnel to it,
Yeah.
and then down here.
Goes all the way up his arm. So the last one I want to talk about is Mount Pony. And this one is not quite as cool, but there's some cool stuff about it. Culpeper, Virginia, over there in Culpeper.
Pony.
It's built into the hillside 75 miles south of Washington, D.C. It was constructed for the chairman, board of directors, and staff of the Federal Reserve. So basically what this does is hold money. It has $4 billion in it right now, enough to replenish the currency east of the
Enough to
Mississippi.
pay the salary of 2 high-end CEOs.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks, Amazon.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So it has enough to replenish the currency east of the Mississippi and maintain the money supply for 2 years in case, stuff couldn't keep going. Opened in 1969, it held 700 million pieces of currency, many of them unpopular $2 bills. So they have a whole bunch of $2 bills there.
What are we going to do with these?
They said,
I'll just put them in the
because they
mountain.
stopped them in 1976, right? And so instead of just like getting rid of them and burning them, they said, we're going to put them here. If stuff goes down, we'll just use $2 bills to buy stuff, right? So anyways.
If anybody robs us, we'll know who it was.
Yeah.
Just buying everything $2 bills.
Yep. So there you go. There's some
Mount
of the crazy.
Pony. That is crazy. It makes you wonder what countries like Russia probably have.
I know, dude.
They probably have some insane stuff. Wow. Probably titanium
Yeah.
cave.
Titanium cave full of vodka.
All right. Well, before we get to reviews, I want to talk about survival boxes.
Yes, sir.
So survival boxes are the only subscription box packed with all of the essential survival supplies that you need for prepping to survive disasters or your next outdoor adventure. I say that every time. There are 3 different boxes to choose from, so sign up today and start getting survival boxes delivered to your door every month.
Every month.
No contracts, cancel any bloody time you
But
want.
when can I cancel?
Anytime.
Oh, okay.
Use the promo code. If you don't know this promo code by now, you are stupid.
You're dumb.
Casual preppers.
And if you haven't used it, you're equally as stupid.
You dummy. For 10% off your first box on any monthly subscription at survivalboxes.com.
Yes, sir. Get your own survival box.
So your next door adventure.
Next door outdoor
I
adventure.
don't know why that little spot.
That's
right
hard
there.
for you. So, yeah, get your survival box, man. Start stocking your bunker. Seriously, do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
we should do
so-
bunker box.
I know we
Start
should,
sending
huh?
pieces of cement.
Just like
Slowly
a little block,
put it together.
a cinder block every month is what you get. A bunker box.
I've been subscribed to these for 50 years. I got the one wall on the back built.
We need to do it. Just buy a whole bunch of
Just send a
cinder
bag
blocks.
of cement.
Yeah.
Mix up your own.
One week you get a cinder block. Next week you get some mortar.
Bunker box.
Next week you get a
Building
piece of
your
plywood.
bunker one day at a time.
One
month
month
at a time.
at a time.
Oh, that's a good
We
idea.
figure after 75 years you can have half your bunker built.
You can use all that cardboard for
Yeah.
whatever you want. Sound insulation.
Bunker box. Subscribe today. You have to sign a 2-year contract though.
Speaking of which, I think that we should email some of those companies and say, can we try out your bunker and
No
review
kidding,
it?
man. We need to.
Give us one of your bunkers.
So we have a new subscription box today. It's called Catastrobox. You can see them at catastrobox.cratejoy.com.
I thought it was castra box, like castrate box.
But it ain't.
yeah,
it's
there ain't no
Catastrobox.
castrating material.
So
in here.
basically what this is a start for your prepping supplies is basically what it is, right?
It is.
So every month you get, I think what we have is the starter box. And you have different plans. You can get the first plan is like the Survive plan, $34.99. The Endure plan is $60. The Thrive one is $90.
Which one do we have?
I think this is just like the starter box. I think, or the Endure. It's one of the two. Okay. So we're gonna honestly go through this and look at each item and kind of tell you how they are.
Okay.
So you go start.
All right, first item, dynamo flashlight.
Okay.
Little hand crank flashlight. You've got siren, USB jack, so you can charge some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So a nice little.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the highest quality.
No,
The Dynamo. Yeah.
it's a little Chinese, but
It does look a little Chinese. So we'll go from there.
All right, so you got 2 packets of foil Mylar rescue blanket from
Yeah.
Primacare,
And they actually look like nicer and Mylar blankets.
yeah.
Yep.
So these we've talked about the multiple uses.
Yeah,
for those.
lots of uses for them.
A little bargain bin flashlight.
Yeah, so this is where it kind of gets a little weird for me. These flashlights are pretty low end. I mean,
Super low end.
Like probably dollar store flashlights they look like.
Like
Maybe,
ones like stocking stuffers for your kids.
yeah. So I don't know about that.
Okay.
We'll see. Keep going. Keep going.
Even smaller flashlights.
Those are whistles.
Oh, those are whistles.
These flashlights got holes in them and no
Oh,
lights.
I don't even know where you put a battery in this.
This shitty frickin'
So there's a whistle.
flashlight.
Oh, those tasted just like the Febreze bags in here.
Did they?
All right. Then you get some garbage bags, which have many, many uses.
Yeah. So they're great garbage bags.
Yeah.
So garbage bags, fantastic.
Cool,
Fantastic.
cool. All right. So then you get a little first aid kit, and I think that we have
I've
one
never
very
had that
similar
one.
to this one. No?
No.
Let me see what's in it.
Probably first aid gear, I would guess.
Well, let me just see the quality.
Let's just make sure they got first aid gear in here.
first aid
First aid gear. You guys got a first aid kit?
It's just full of condoms. So yeah, you've got
It's full of condoms and never mind. I'm not going there.
yeah, you got some antiseptic towelettes. You know, your basic first aid kit, just like Kobe said it probably would be.
Sure.
So yeah, there you go.
There
And
you go.
you got some super use. Well,
Okay.
basically, you've got a mask that would protect you from
A strong wind.
lots of dust, like thick dust, like
So
full on dirt.
they've put dust masks in here, and I almost guarantee I've seen these masks at the dollar store.
Yeah,
So this, I don't know. Like, why even put that in there?
these would be basically useful if you're, scavenging and
Yeah.
there's like thick debris in the air from
Yeah.
you stirring it
So
up.
those
but
aren't.
that's it.
They're not going to protect it from anything else.
Nope.
That
flu's gonna pass right on.
kind of
through
wish they would have just got a. I don't know, man.
that. Yeah,
I don't know.
So, and then you get the little emergency stove thing that you could buy at Sportsman's and stuff like that.
Nice
So-
emergency stove. Those
yeah.
are great to have. Absolutely.
Did these have candles in them, or is it just the?
I think it's just a
24 fuel tablets.
Oh, it does. Nice.
So this is kind of cool.
I like that. That's a good item. Very good item.
And then you've got the rest of the box is just 3 bags of Fresh Care Cottonelle.
So, okay, I'm a man after my own heart. There, I like toilet paper.
Yeah,
Basically, that's what they are. They're
these are
wipes,
super
right?
nice butt wipes.
Yeah, they're really nice butt
If you're
wipes.
chafed, you will be really glad you have a bunch. of
Yeah.
these.
So, I kind of have a mixed review on this one. Some of these items are great. Some of them are a little chintzy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm really not gonna lie. Those dust masks and the flashlights.
Right.
You know what? I would have rather them just put one nice flashlight in there instead of those.
Yeah,
But I
think
underst-
if you're, yeah, go ahead.
I understand if you're trying to start out and build your stuff.
Yeah.
It's great to have anything.
Like if you just don't, yeah,
You know what I mean?
If you don't have the time,
Yeah.
to go and make a list of the things that are a little higher quality,
Yeah.
and take the time to research. And if you just want to get stuff,
Yeah.
get your prepping going.
Yeah, so you can go check those out. They actually gave us a promo code for you guys, Casual Preppers. You actually get 50% off your first box, which is wow. That's actually a really good deal. So I'm not gonna say that it's the best box I've ever seen, but it's definitely not the best box I've ever seen. But 50% off your first one, heck, man, go check it out.
you're going to use all that stuff.
Yeah, that stuff's all usable. But some of the stuff is definitely Chinese made and dollar store quality. So
Yeah.
just kind of beware. So,
Okay.
guys, I'm actually excited about this. We got a new barrel and blade. We had one a couple months ago, and it was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Fantastic quality. So let's see what we have in the new barrel and blade. Are we level 1 or level 2? I don't know.
I don't know.
The first thing is the Walker Razor electronic muffs. So these are a $70 value,
Yeah.
and these are great for shooting at the range, or if your kids are just being buttholes and you don't want to listen to them anymore,
Right.
put it on. I haven't actually used this brand before, but they look
haven't either.
really high end. So
Yeah,
I'm
if you
excited.
like muffs, these are going to be
Yeah.
ones that you will
Yeah.
like.
If you like muffs, electronic muffs are even better. The next one is the Tricorn. Tricorn.
It's corn on the cob.
The Tricorn spool tool. You got Tricorn.
This is 3 corn seeds in one.
Yeah. This is a $20 value. It's a great.
I believe it's tricorny.
It's a great tool for paracord. You can wrap it around it. You can cut it. You can keep a lighter on the tool. I actually have one of these. They're
To
actually
burn
really
your
cool.
ends.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a cool product.
No, I think it is because in my bug out bag right now, I have a big mess of paracord.
Exactly,
because
yeah.
I've taken them out. You know, I've undone it and used it to tie some stuff up.
Yep.
Trying to wind it back up and put it in.
It's a pain in the butt.
Like you can do it as well as you possibly can, but pulling stuff in and out and putting
Yeah.
it back in, it's going to get all tangled up. So this is an awesome organizer.
Absolutely. Next thing is a cold steel counterpoint.
Cold steel.
Cold steel. So, $85 value. It's a big ass knife.
It is.
It's a paracord handle, and you could shiv a mother effer with this sucker. No doubt, no doubt.
Cold steel in your throat.
Cold steel in your kidneys.
It's a thrower, actually.
Is it a thrower? Mm-hmm. It's for throwing. Okay. But it's pretty cool, man.
Got a bunch of paracord on the handle, and it's got a sheath. Put it on your belt.
Yeah.
Be a bad A.
Yeah, cold steel.
Cold steel.
The next thing is the Trim Cell Vault. So this is for holding batteries and whatnot, right?
Where is it?
Is it not in there?
Is it this?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I thought this was just a flashlight or something.
No.
Cuckoo.
Yeah, so it's American-made, waterproof storage device. It's great for, and it attaches to lots of stuff. It has lanyard holes and all that kind of stuff.
That is nice.
It's good for batteries. It's also great for matches, mini survival kits, or Viagra, whatever you want to put in there. It doesn't say Viagra on here.
Good
but
idea.
You don't want your Viagra to get wet.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I like it.
And the last item is the Write in the Rain 3x5 notebook. These are fantastic. It's
Kobe
only a
was
$4 value.
ridiculously excited about this.
I always wanted one for my EDC.
You got one now.
So really cool.
Kobe plans to write in the rain
I do.
all the time.
So it's cool paper that is like waterproof.
yeah.
And
But
so
it's nice, you know, if you have to cross the stream or something, or
Yeah.
you know, get caught in a
don't
storm.
cross the streams.
No. But yeah, these are cool.
Those
Those streams would burn it to pieces.
Yeah, those would. What in the hell are you doing? That's my favorite Ghostbusters line. So anyways, Barrel and Blade. Go check them out. They're actually really cool.
Get your muffs
fantastic.
today.
Yeah, go muff diving right now if you want to do it. So Barrel and Blade, go check them out.
All right.
I've actually been impressed with every one of those
I
we've
have
seen.
too.
So
I do think they do a great job at finding like unique quality equipment.
no doubt.
Good
no
job.
It's time for the quick and dirty medical tip.
All right. So, you know, we just talked about muffs. So, tampons.
It's tampon time.
So, there are multiple uses for tampons, but I wanted to talk about tampons because tampons are fun to talk about.
They're even a funny word.
They are.
Tampon.
Tampon. Go ahead and tampon it. So, some medical uses for tampons and some
Non-medical uses.
yeah, some uses. Well, some misconceptions about what to use them for. That's what I want to talk about.
Sure.
So you can use tampons as a basic fire tinder. They are.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they got a lot of stuff
They
in
even
there
got a
to start
fuse
on
on 'em.
fire. Yeah,
Got a fuse on it.
believe they're a bomb, but I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Got to be careful with them.
Yeah.
But speaking of the fuse, you can use that as a wick for candles and stuff. So pull it out, soak it, put it in there,
Pull it
start it on fire.
Pull it. You're saying you got to pull it out first before you use it?
Yeah, you got to pull that out. I mean, you could.
Who lit the fuse on your tampon?
So don't get offended, ladies. These tampons are genius, and it's good if you're carrying them all the time because that's an EDC gear
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, I would
And
look
you
pretty
didn't
awesome
even know it.
with like a tampon attachment to my belt or
I have
something like that.
I should have one in my EDC gear. Is
Seriously.
this a tampon? It sure is.
No, I keep a
It's got
tampon on
multiple
my
uses.
keychain.
You can use it as earplugs, which would be awesome looking.
Earplugs.
But I mean, you can pull the cotton out, stuff it in your ears. These are like some of the most ridiculous things, but they're funny, and they're true. Really, you can use them for this.
You can, yes.
One of the other things is to dab away sweat and tears.
Sweat and tears. Oh, honey, stop crying. Here, grab that
When I
tampon.
get the shovel on this, I'm making a hole for my bunker. And dab my head off.
Glad
Thank
I
goodness
had
I had
these
these tampons.
EDC tampons.
Hey, do you got one of those tampons in your EDC kit? Give it to me.
Give me your keychain tampon. I gotta wipe away my
Kind
tears.
of emotional. Patch a hole in the tent. I have no idea how that works.
Well, you just stick it through the hole.
I know, but come on. There's a lot of other things you could use. This one, you know, apply ointment.
Sure.
So, like, it's like a giant Q-tip. So I'm using it to kind of apply medical ointments of such and salves.
I got a little bag bomb. Put it on my tampon.
Yeah, exactly.
Tampon bag bomb.
Just scoop it out like a fun dip.
fun dip. That's what we like to call a medical fun dip. That's a tampon and a bag bomb.
Go get the medical fun dip.
Yeah.
Stop bleeding in your nose. So we talked about using those for bloody noses. You can stiff them. You can stick them up in there, and they'll collect the blood. It's delightful.
Delightful.
Some of these are ridiculous. Use as a weapon. How are you using that as
A weapon?
I don't know. So anyway, I just wrote down some of the things I saw online, but some of them are obviously ridiculous.
A weapon? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Filter water, so a generic, so I can see how you could use, suck through it. Then when it's not been used,
Suck through it. The visuals are
It's
just
got-
amazing. It's like
we should do a video
like a
on
life
all
drop.
the uses of tampons.
We definitely should.
So these are your basic uses. You can use it to kind of soak up some blood, but what I want to talk about there is a ballistic wound. So do not use tampons for ballistic wounds. They're not. So when you have those like Israeli band-aids, bandages for collecting blood, those are for high pressure bleeding to help the clotting and everything like that. These are not made for that. Not only do they not absorb the high pressure blood, but they also are not actually medically sterile. So you don't want to put that in that hole. You put it in the other hole that I guess you don't care if it's
As much
sterile or
about,
not.
yeah.
But yeah, so using it for ballistic wounds, getting shot or stabbed or anything, don't use your tampon for that.
Okay.
It is not a good idea. But yeah, there are plenty of other uses.
There
you can
are.
Stick it plenty of other places and in plenty of other orifices.
Yes.
So yeah,
I like
there's
that.
your uses for tampons.
Yes, I think we absolutely have to do a tampon video.
That would be pretty funny.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, anyway, we're going to do a video
Awesome.
because we're going to look awesome.
Yeah,
I'm going to wear two in my ear.
absolutely.
Not one ear,
Just
two.
have an EDC tampon. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys stopping by and appreciate you guys listening and subscribing to the podcast. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and all those places. YouTube. You can watch this on YouTube. And that's about it. Oh, we have our. This is episode 49.
Yeah, so 50 is going to be
50's
exciting.
coming. So what we're doing actually for episode 50 is a special Q&A episode. So if you want to send us questions, go to our Facebook or our Instagram. We have some posts on there where you can drop some questions in the comments, or you can email us, casualprepperspodcast@gmail.com, wherever you can get it to us, and we're going to pick some questions. They can be crazy. They can be prepping.
I think it's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
excited.
excited about it.
So look for that coming soon, son. Anything else, Cameron?
That is all.
All right, see you later.